can you give any advice at all? I mean, if I'm doing, say let's stick with software because, that's the most generic case, but if I'm encoding 4K videos, is there a benefit to going to 128K or 128 cores, or should I stick with 32, or does it matter, or, more jobs, less jobs? What's your sense of the best machine for, high volume 4K transcoding? Again, VOD as opposed to live.
I think the number of threads on your computer should be a couple of times the number of physical cores that are available on your CPU. And if you make some, graphics related to this, you're going to see that it scales almost linearly up to a certain point. That being said, it also depends on the application. As I mentioned, there are, codecs can create in FFmpeg. FFmpeg, the application creates its own codecs, but then the application may create their own codecs. You have codec-specific options, for example, for X264 or X265 or, AVC, HEVC encoding, or, any encoder where you can try to tune. So most of the time, the encoder themselves provide an automatic parameter so that it tries to scale by itself, because only the application knows if it scales, better with, twice the number of cores for the number of threads, or just, the number of cores plus a certain number, because they use this for, scheduling or whatever. And again, as I said, it's not only CPU cores. If you saturate your bandwidth for the memory, if you saturate your IOs, for example, because you're reading from the network, or you're reading from a disk that is not fast enough because you launched several tasks at the same time, then it can be a problem. That's really measuring performances is something that is really not easy. And sometimes with small changes, like going from, FFmpeg, the application, to another framework that uses FFmpeg as libraries, you can see big differences.